Thank you very much for your feedback, Erica. And now it's the time to interchange the roles. Now I am the observer, and as teacher, you can answer to me the questions of uh, the debriefing.
Hangout.
Okay. Okay. Uh, how do you felt the lesson went?
Well, Marie, I think that the lesson was okay. I think that I made the activities according to the planning, but I feel so nervous because it was recording, and this was the first time that my students were in a video, so they feel nervous too because I'm in a new school, and so it's something new for them. But I think that that was a good class.
Mm. And what do you think that went well in a specific point?
Well, I think that the best point were the exercise because the students feel good to answer the animals of the poem. And I think that they like the activity, especially they like to move with the poem and act like some of the animals, and they love to make a line like a penguins around the classroom. So I think that the movement maybe it was the best. Mhm.
Yes, I could see that part of your lesson, and let me tell you that I was very glad and congratulations for that because you are a teacher that follow your lesson plan and you were very prepared. Then as I noticed in your video, you follow almost all the points uh, that you have written in your lesson plan.
Thank you.
And then, what aspects or activities do you think need improvement?
Well, I think that the words or the activity, it may be to have the tools according to the planning, because the main point was to that the students observe the video of the poem from the internet, but there were problems in the school, so I couldn't have the projector, the computer, so I have to improve that part. I have to ask for a record, for something, for a speaker, in order that they can listen, use the poem. I have something that I have to improve in the moment because we couldn't work with the projector.
Okay, then that was the aspects that maybe could improve for the next time. If you can, in order to prevent that, maybe you can record in maybe a USB or maybe download the video in another computer. Maybe that was a way to prevent that in the next lesson. And what evidence was there in the lesson that the students were helped and encouraged to read their interpretations of text?
Well, I think that to interpret the text, we use pictures, and we practice to repeat the poem many times, and the exercise. But after the class, I couldn't put some evidence. Uh, well, because the evidence are in the notebook, so it's not, well, it was impossible for me to take photos or something like that about the final work of them. And the class was planning for two activities, for two workshops, but in the real we couldn't do one activity because the another it was in the middle because we don't have time to finish. So they finished the second activity in another class.
Same as me. I had plans to do a mind map, and that was in the next lesson, in fact.
Yes, I think that a poem is necessary to work in many classes, not just in one. So maybe that was the problem, that we want to do a lot of activities for one class, and maybe it can be for 2 or 3 classes.
I think so. I think so that I think in the same way that you. I agree with you. And now, what techniques or activities seemed helpful for them?
I think that they love and they memorize the poem with the movements, because they are kids, they are in 2nd grade, so they love to stand up, to move like an animal. It's funny and it's interactive for them. So it's the best for them, because really we practice the poem most maybe 2 or 3 classes more, and now they memorize the poem. They know all the poem. So I insist, they need to repeat the poem many times, many days, in order that they can learn very well the vocabulary and complete the poem with tone, volume, and all that. But the
Oh,
moment, yes, that's the best for them, because they are kids.
I see. And for sure, I will do the same as you. I take that as a suggestion for me, and I will do. I am planning other activities with the poem, but I have not noticed that the importance of the movement. But now I know that it's important. Now, can you think of of other activities, tasks, or techniques for fostering students' self-confidence in interpreting literary text? Now, you told me about the movement for improve the memory, the memorizing of the poem. By my question is, do you think that there there are other activities or other techniques?
Yes, I would like to present the poem in one holiday or something like that, because I think that they can be. I think that is wonderful to share the poem with the community. So maybe it can be a possibility, but I have not. Yes, I don't have time in this moment, but maybe we can do. The teacher told me that maybe they can present, because they look beautiful.
Yeah.
Practice the poem, so maybe it's a possibility. It can be
Yes, it could
share with the
be.
community.
Yeah, good. Very good idea. And talking about the lesson, what do you suggest to improve the lesson? What do you
Well,
think?
maybe like you told me, uh, maybe it can be not for a class. Maybe it can be for more classes, in order to be slow, step by step, with a poem, because a poem is not just the vocabulary. The poem is to learn the volume, the correct pronunciation, that it can be beautiful, the rhymes. So I think that it can be taken for, I don't know, for many times. And maybe it's not necessary just one poem. Maybe you can teach different poems, maybe like a project, yes, that they have to make I don't know, a booklet of poems. And maybe they can memorize different poems, in order that they don't be bored, but that they repeat the poem many times. Maybe it can be practice more poems.
Oh, very good suggestion booklet of poems. It's a very interactive and also, yeah, I think that it's a very
Do you
good.
have another suggestion for me, Mari,
Yes,
with
uh,
poems?
one suggestion that I can do is that when we have the intonation, we can sing this as a song. I know that your poem is like a song because it's very simple in order to learn for young children.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, I'm going to try to use with songs.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, sometimes If because other when they are, for example, adults or uh, older learners, they refuse a little the chance, but the children, the young learners, enjoy very much the chance.
Okay, so thank you. I'm going to do.
Okay, and the final question is, what do you learn from the observation process?
Well, I have learned that the observation is good. Is good because we can see another point of views. Because maybe I think that my class is good, but maybe, for example, you give me some suggestions that I think that they are good, and I can use for another class, because I think that the poems is taking in all the years, so maybe I can take that. And it's difficult to be observed. It's difficult to listen the suggestion of a partner, of a classmate, but I think that is good. It's, for example, in this case, it's in a polite, in a friendly way. So I think that is good to listen suggestions and all the things about how can I do better my class. So it's good.
Yeah, I think the same as you. I think that it's a very good practice, and we can improve our teaching process. All the time we can improve.
Yeah. Okay, Mari. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'll see you soon.
Yes, in the next activity. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.